Hey everybody, Ben here from the Bonehead podcast and welcome to Star Player Spotlight. We're looking at all of the stars that have been revealed in the Blood Bowl 2020 rulebook. We're looking at their stats, their skills, the teams they can play for, and their new special abilities. And today we're going to look at one of the probably most commonly seen stars in the last series, Karla von Kill. Karla is now available for more teams than ever before. So, Dwarf, Halfling, Human, Imperial Nobility, Ogre, Old World Alliance, and Lizardman. So she can be taken by an absolute ton of teams, which means you are very likely to see her on the pitch. She kind of performs the role of a toolkit, so she does a bit of everything, and it's probably going to be a really useful boost for the Halfling team and potentially Ogre team. The other teams, they've already got their brawlers, but if you are down a TV, I can see her being taken. So she comes in at 210,000, which puts her as a mid-range to cheap star. I mean, she's not as cheap as the 150k mark, but actually 200 to 250 is a reasonable amount. So those teams we saw, there's a couple of them that will absolutely have inducement cash, and things like humans and dwarves actually perform well enough at 900, 950, 1 million that actually something like 210 could be squeezed into a tournament build, or I mean, probably not dwarves, but some of the other teams may be facing a bad game where they are down 200 and something cash. So you really do want to be aware of what Karla von Kill does. She's not just for halflings now, so I think you'll see her played in several other teams. So movement 6, strength 4. Let's just bring up. There we go. So movement 6, strength 4, edge 3+, passing 4+, armor 9+. Okay, so movement 6 is standard human speed. Strength 4 though is massive, and we've talked about this a couple of times before. With the lack of strength buffs, or at least the restriction, or the less likelihood of a strength buff now in League, strength 4 is going to feel big forever. So she is going to be getting those 2-die blocks. Edge 3+ is pretty standard. Passing 4+ isn't bad. Probably wouldn't advise doing a quick pass with Karla. And armor 9+ is again pretty average. Skills wise, she's got a very reasonable assortment. So block, so strength 4 block, gonna be absolutely fantastic there. Dauntless as well is going to mean that if you need her to take on a big guy with block as well, she is going to be able to have that opportunity. Stick someone there to support her with with an assist. She's going to get those 2 dice, and 2-die block with a very reasonable Dauntless should be you can expect that to work out. She's got jump up as well, which is going to make up for having only movement 6. So if she does get knocked down, if you fail that 2-die block, you know, that 2-die blitz, or someone else pals her first, she's going to have no movement lost, and she's going to be making a, what is it, agility +1, stand up and block, so 2+. She's going to stand up and punch stuff. So Karla von Kill is going to stay in the fight. So having dodge on a 3+, having strength 4 with block, 210k, she feels like a kind of mini Griff now. She's 70k less than him. He's 1 move faster, 1 agility better, 1 passing better. Armor is the same. It's really interesting. He's got block, dodge, fend, and she's got block, dodge, dauntless, jump up. So having a reduced agility means that she is going to be your brawler. You don't necessarily want to use that 3+ for anything ball related, because she's got that loner 4+, so you're going to have to burn well, you don't really want to burn rerolls using star players, so the downside there. However, for 210k you get a strength 4 brawler with reasonable agility, so she can still be your ball carrier. She's got a very interesting special ability as well, Indomitable, which is once per game when Karla successfully rolls to use her Dauntless skill, she may increase her strength characteristic to double that of the nominated target of her block action. So if you pull off that Dauntless, she is getting even to double, okay? Which means with 1 assist, it goes from a 2-die successful Dauntless to a 3-die successful Dauntless, and 3 dicing a Minotaur, an Ogre, someone you really want to take out. with block is going to be absolutely huge. So no mighty blow on her, so she is just going to knock them to the ground, but she's going to knock them to the ground, which again brings in more utility for Karla von Kill. I like her. We saw her run with halfling teams quite a lot, and Deep Roots 300 is now 280. Karla von Kill, can't remember what she used to cost, about this I think. Being 210 means that she's easier to afford, so you can have more stuff on your roster. That's basically the price of an extra reroll for your halfling rosters, but now she can be taken by stuff like ogres. It's not unreasonable to think that you could squeeze in 210. I am going to say it. For 40k more, you get Grak and Crumbleberry. So Karla's great because she's strength 4 block. Grak is strength 5 mighty blow and comes with a free halfling with sure hands. That 40k is a real tough one. Karla is very good, but if you're thinking about Karla, see if you can adjust your roster and take Grak and Crumbleberry instead, I think. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the miniatures you can use if you want to run Karla von Kill on the tabletop. And naturally, we've got the Forge World model itself. So, not a terrible model. It is Forge World price, so I think at the moment it's £19, so £20-ish with shipping. And you get a pretty well sculpted, pretty well cast Forge World model. It's very standard. I have nothing good or bad to say about it. It looks like a female human. Not quite convinced she looks armor 9+, but hey, what do I know? Maybe she's just tough. As for the size of the miniature, I don't know if she's any larger than like another human to represent strength 4, but it is very cool. It's not a bad miniature at all, and we've said this loads of times about the Forge World stuff. If you want a cool painting project, if you want something special, you want a treat, you're having a bad month, you want a little something to paint up, getting Karla from Forge World would not be a bad decision. But as ever, I have an alternative for you. So we've got Miranda the Star from Grebo Games. So she comes in at $8.99. Again, not the most dynamic pose, but it's pretty cool. Has all the same kind of fantasy football warrior-esque vibes. Fortunately, she is appropriately dressed, which is what I love about both of these star player models. And actually, if you want a star player for $8.99 to represent Karla, this might be a better way to go for you. So to wrap up with Karla, I think she's solid. 210k for a strength 4 block piece that does come with dodge and agility 3+. She's solid. She is going to do whatever you want her to do, and at a reasonable price. The key for me is, or at least the key change for her, is the teams that she can go with. So she will be useful to anybody, in theory. I can't see what Lizardmen are going to get out of her, because they've already got 6 strength 4 pieces that they can take. But being able to take 210 for a star player that actually has got much better agility than those strength 4 pieces is not bad. I think she'll just support all of these rosters. And she is a bit of a catch-all. I think coming to something like a tournament play, she'll be able to really just hand off the ball to Karla, let her go have a go. She's got strength 4, so she can get a good blitz if she needs to take a dodge. She's got that 3+ with the reroll. She is a star. She is Griff Jr. in my opinion. But I think something that we have to consider is if you are running her in League, let's do the SPP test. Is she going to take all of your SPP for scoring? Probably not. Is she going to get in the way and do other things? Is she going to support your guys getting the ball to get their own SPP? Probably not. But if you want someone who can tough it out and in a pinch deliver a reasonable role at being a ball carrier, then I really think Karla will do what you need her to do. So I like this. I don't think she's in the top 5, but she is a really solid piece. And if you're building a team and you've got a choice between a big bruiser, Deep Root, or Karla, Karla is going to have so much more utility and agility than actually she's really worth taking. Anyway, that's going to wrap up Karla von Kill. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Karla in Blood Bowl 2020. And we'll be back again soon with another video. Thanks very much.